Tonight, from the presidential ballroom of the Opryland Hotel in Nashville, Tennessee, it's the 4th Annual Country Music Foundation Hall of Fame celebration. An evening of country greats, starring Trace Adkins, Eddie Arnold, Chet Atkins, Glenn Black, Owen Bradley, Junior Brown, Dina Carter, Fred Carter Jr., Terry Clark, Billy Dean, Faith Hill, Allison Krauss and Union Station, Martina McBride, Buck Owens, Leroy Parnell, Pam Tillis, Tanya Tucker, and Vice President Al Gore. And now, please welcome the president of the Country Music Foundation Board of Trustees, Marty Stewart.
Thank you very much. Good evening. It's my pleasure to welcome you on behalf of the Country Music Foundation and all the talented artists who are here tonight to perform and say thank you to members of an extraordinary club, the Country Music Hall of Fame. Yes, sir. The Hall of Fame was formed in 1961. Since that time, 62 acts have been inducted. And as I look around, I'm happy to see so many of these great artists here tonight. We're here to create new memories for them and for you as well, as we touch on the body of work and the legacy they created for all of us who love country music so much. Now let's get started right now as we welcome 3 of the music's leading ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, Faith Hill, Allison Krauss, and Miss Pam Tillis. All righty.
Thank you very much. Many of the singers in the Hall of Fame have a way with words and music. They wrote and performed the songs we love to hear over and over.
The turn of phrase in country music speaks straight to the heart. So many times when you hear a lyric, you feel like you've been there and done that.
Hall of Fame member Roger Miller was a musical genius that I had the joy of knowing. Roger and my dad were driving in a car together on the road with Minnie Pearl, and they heard my birth announcement on the car radio. The announcer said, "Mel Tillis is the proud daughter of a brand new baby boy." I'd like to do Roger's first #1 hit and dedicate it to that radio announcer. The song's called Dang Me. Sitting there high, getting ideas. Ain't nothing but a fool would live like this. Out all night, running wild. Woman sitting home with a month-old child. He said, dang me, ought to take a rope and hang me high from the highest tree. Oh, now, woman, won't you wait for me? One more time. Well, now, sit around drinking with the rest of the guys. 6 rounds bought and I bought 5. Spent the groceries and half the rent, like $14 having 25 cents. I said, dang me, they ought to take a rope and hang me high from the highest tree. Oh, now, woman, won't you wait for me? Well, they say roses are red and violets are purple. Sugar is sweet and so's maple syrup. I'm the 7th son of 7 sons. My pappy was a pistol, I'm a son of a gun. I said, dang me, they ought to take a rope and hang me high from the highest tree. Whoa, whoa. Now, woman, won't you wait for me?
One of my favorite Hall of Fame singer-songwriters, super studs, is Merle Haggard. One of Merle's big influences was Hall of Fame member Lefty Frizzell. Merle took a song that Lefty wrote and turned it into a #1 hit. It's called That's the Way Love Goes.
I've been throwing horseshoes
searching for that four-leaf clover, yet you ran with me, chasing all my rainbows. You know that I love you too, and that's the way love goes. That's the way love goes, babe. That's the music God made for the whole wide world to sing. It's never old, it only grows. Losing makes me sorry, but you say don't you worry. You know that I love you too, and that's the way love goes. That's the way love goes, babe. That's the music God made for the whole wide world to sing. It's never old, it only grows. Losing makes me sorry, but you say don't you worry. You know that I love you too, and that's the way love goes.
Loretta Lynn comes from Butcher Holler, Kentucky, and you can feel the country in her songwriting. She lets you know exactly where she stands. You'll know that. I love her so, so much, and this is a very personal song that she wrote about her daddy. I wasn't much more than a baby. I thought he was a bear. The way my daddy carried me around. He said I learned to walk while holding on to just one thing. Of a man instead, and 6'3". Not old enough to understand the meaning of depression. Just something people talked about a lot. My daddy was the one who tried to make a big impression. Just one heck of a man that worked for what he got. They don't make him like my daddy anymore. Yes, they've thrown away the pattern through the years. In a great big land of freedom, at a time we really need them. They don't make them like my daddy anymore. They don't make them like my daddy anymore.
We're just getting started. Coming up, Billy Dean, Clint Black, Junior Brown, and more with Faith Hill, Pantelis, Allison Krauss, and Union Station. It's all happening tonight on our 4th annual An Evening of Country Greats.
I predict on Tuesday the 17th, Flight 6 will be delayed.
Great. Our next guest tells us it's what I do, and what he does is sing beautifully. Welcome, Billy Dean.
Thank you very much. Now, if you ask a lot of singers who one of their biggest musical influences was, you're going to hear the same answer. Probably be Hank Williams Sr., even from the Hall of Fame members. But not many of these singers can say that Hank wrote a song for them to sing. You know what? Ray Price can say that. His musical idol, Hank Williams, wrote Weary Blues for Waiting for him. Well, Ray, now you're right up there in the Hall of Fame with your hero, Hank Williams, and I want to say congratulations to you, sir. Through your relationship with Hank, the Grand Ole Opry came into your life, and you became a member, And now you're celebrating your 45th anniversary in the Opry family. Yeah, I think it deserves applause. Right after joining the Opry, the hits started to flow. And this one stayed on the charts for 45 weeks. Take a look.
Now blue ain't the word for the way that I feel. And a storm's brewing in this heart of mine. It's been no crazy dream, I know that it's real. You're someone else's love now, you're not mine.
Well, we were picking out our favorite Ray Price songs for our tribute. And you know what I wanted to do is, this song was my favorite of my dad's. It was Don't You Ever Get Tired of Hurting Me. And I hope that you like it. I hope I do it justice for you.
You make my eyes run over all the time. You're happy when I'm out of my mind. You don't love me, but you won't let me be. Don't you ever get tired of hurting me. You must think I look bad with a smile, for you haven't let me wear in such a long, long while. Still I keep running back. Why must this be? Don't you ever get tired of hurting me? Don't you ever get tired of hurting me?
With 3 Grammy nominations and a CMA Award, please welcome a country music original, Junior Brown.
Thank you. Ray, the alumni members of your band, the Cherokee Cowboys, make up a who's who in country music. Roger Miller, Johnny Bush, Willie Nelson, Johnny Paycheck sitting over there. Ray, you should have started a management business. And I've been a fan of yours for forever, and I just recently recorded a song of yours called I Want to Hear It From You, and I'd be honored to do a little bit of it for you right now.
If all our love is through, if you found someone new, I want to hear it from you. If there is no mistake, and if my heart must break, I want to hear it from you. Just the thought of losing you is more than I can stand. this heart would be much worse if I heard it secondhand. If there's no hope at all, and if my world must fall, I want to hear it from you. I want to hear it from you.
Ladies and gentlemen, very dear friend and Hall of Fame member, Mr. Eddie Arnold.
Thank you very much. Ray, my friend, come up here. I think that's wonderful. And I am supposed to give you something here. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm going to give you something. I'm delighted to see you in the Hall of Fame. And you know, when you're in the Hall of Fame, you have to have one of these. They're supposed to be valuable. You may wear it fishing. Nice of you. Bless your heart.
Thank you.
You deserve it. And now, you gentlemen haven't done one of his songs, you know. I mean, I'm talking about one of the later songs, the melodious songs. I love to hear this guy sing. So I'm going to get out of the way and let you gentlemen handle.
I'll try.
Eddie Arnold, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Arnold.
Don't look so sad. I know it's over, but life goes on, and this old world will keep on turning. Let's just be glad we had some time to spend together. There's no need to watch the bridges that we're burning. Lay your head upon my pillow. Hold your warm and tender body close to mine. Hear the whisper of the raindrops blowing soft against the window, and make believe you love me one more time for the good time.
Our Country Music Hall of Fame celebration continues with Clint Black, Faith Hill, Terry Clark, and Dina Carter. It's all coming up on our 4th annual and Evening of Country Greats.
So you're TNN Saturday.
Welcome back to our 4th annual and Evening of Country Greats. Her first 2 albums went double platinum. From Star, Mississippi to Country Music Star. Please welcome Faith Hill.
Thank you so much. The efforts of so many are responsible for the prestigious position country music holds today. Writers and artists, musicians, producers, and executives. One of these people, an A&R director for RCA Victor named Steve Sholes, not only had talent, but he also had vision. Steve also had a lot of smarts, too. In 1947, he signed a young guitarist named Chet Atkins to the label.
Yeah, Steve Sholes was my mentor, my guidance counselor. He was everything. He was one of the greatest people I ever knew. He was a workaholic, though, and he died young. He worried about every artist on the label, what they could do next and everything, and just a wonderful, wonderful man. And I tell people all the time, if it weren't for Steve Sholes, I don't think I'd even be in the universe anymore. I'd be gone. But I love him so much.
Now from the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum, here's Clint Black.
I had an opportunity to work and hang with Chet Atkins on a couple of occasions, and besides his great musical talent, he's also has a great sense of humor, and some people just don't get it. I was backstage with him in the dressing room, and I'd been working on this lick for years, and so I got up the audacity to play it for him, and those of you who've heard it, you won't hear it here, but I played it something like this. And then I left out the whole song and went right to the ending. So anyway, like a kind and gentle soul that he is, he says to me like a guitar instructor, "Well, you're on your way now." And that's the story I tell all my friends. What actually happened is I was practicing it in the dressing room. He came in and heard me abusing the arrangement and slapped me real hard across the face and said, "No, no, no, that's not how you play it." But anyway, let me tell you seriously about Chet Atkins here for a minute. And to quote him, he said, "Stephen Sholes signed me to the label, and right from the start I began telling people what to do. I guess that's why Stephen made me his assistant. And it was a good call on Stephen's part. Don Gibson was the first artist Chet produced for RCA on his own, and they came out of that session with Old Lonesome Me. Not a bad start." At 49 years old, Chet was the youngest member ever to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, and with good reason. Not only did he help revolutionize country music, but I'm sure he influenced every kid who ever picked up a guitar and tried to strum a song. Now, I've got I've got Chet's guitar on display here at the Hall of Fame, and I'm just wondering if it'll make any difference. Let's see. So we know it isn't the guitar. Oh, hey.
Hey.
Hey, don't slap me. I swear I've been practicing.
I wouldn't hit you, but
here,
give him his guitar, and maybe I can show him again how that goes. You got it down, but you got to get your foot working. You know, you got to get the rhythm. You remember that Johnny Cash song, Get Rhythm?
Get rhythm.
Goes like that.
So anyway, I'll try getting rhythm later.
But you know, you got it going pretty good. But I would stick with the harmonica and your singing. I think that's your main avenue that you should take.
Coming from a virtuoso, I'm selling my guitar to the next pawn shop I pass.
Well, shall we play something?
Sure. You want me to play lead for you?
Let's play a little blues.
Thanks for the lesson.
Over at Decca, Paul Cohen and Owen Bradley were making music with Ernest Tubb, Red Foley, Loretta Lynn, and Patsy Cline. This group, all destined to become Hall of Fame members, helped shape the Nashville sound and turn Nashville into Music City, USA. It was an exciting time for country music, with Scholes and Atkins recording Hank Snow, Don Gibson, Jim Reeves, and Eddie Arnold.
Oh, Chet Atkins. Oh, he produced a lot of my records. When I'd do a take, he'd come out into the studio and say, "Why don't you come on in? I want you to hear what you've done." A good man.
Yeah, Eddie'd come in and listen to playback, and if he liked it, he might dance a little. He could make his hands flop. I can't do that. And then he'd say, "Well, let's do another song. That's great."
Paul Cohen who was with Decca Records, and he taught me how to make records. If it hadn't been for Paul Cohen, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, Music Row started out, it was, I think the people that were here all the time was me and Owen, and he worked for Paul Cohen, and I would make records for Steve Scholes. And Eddie Arnold here, he was making hits, luckily, for me. I don't think we ever competed. I don't remember if Owen and I ever competing to try to get an artist or anything like that.
Oh,
we got along.
I almost got to record Make the World Go Away because I had recorded many of Hank Cochran's songs, and the day that Patsy Cline's plane went down, I was out of her house, and I ran into Hank, and he said he had a song that he was going to give to Patsy, and it was Make the World Go Away. And as it turned out, I never got the song, but a good friend of mine got it, and I could, you know, if we didn't get it, I'm glad he got it.
You know, I got it accidentally. Chet and I had had a hit on a song called What's He Doing in My World, and then we decided to do an album. And I came up with a title called My World, and we just trading back and forth. And I said, well, I heard a song the other day, I heard a girl sing a song called Make the World Go Away. That'd be good for this album. We did it just for the album. And then as we were recording the song and listening to the playbacks each time we do a take, why, it got to sounding more like a single record to us, Chet and me and everybody. So that's my contribution to Make the World Go Away.
Make the world go away and get on my shoulders. Say the things you used to say and make the world go away. Do you remember when you loved me? For the world took me astray. If you do, then forgive me and make the world go away. Make the world go away and get on my shoulders. Say the things you used to say and make the world go away. I'm sorry if I hurt you. I'll make it up day by day. Just say you love me, and make the world go away. Make the world go away and get on my shoulders. Say the things you used to say
Coming up, Deana Carter. She's next on our Country Music Hall of Fame celebration.
I was so nervous I could hardly breathe.
Got big plans for the future? It's time to get the facts. The facts about high cholesterol. Facts that can help you live longer, stay healthier, and do more of whatever makes you happy. At Merck, we have ways to help cut your risk of a heart attack, even save your life. Talk to your doctor. And for your free high cholesterol survival guide, call 1-800-590-9923. It includes a test that can help you add years.
Now, please welcome a bright new star in the country music galaxy, singer-songwriter Deana Carter.
Thank you. The big thing that helped RCA expand its Nashville operation was when Steve Sholes bought out the contract of a Young Sun Records star from Sam Phillips for $40,000. This turned out to be a pretty good investment because the artist was Elvis Presley. To date, Elvis has had 111 gold and platinum singles and albums. To put this into perspective, second place goes to the Beatles, who have 59 gold and platinum singles and albums. It's pretty amazing. Our music director, David Briggs, knew Elvis really well. I want to hear your first impression about recording with Elvis. Tell me what happened.
Well, actually, the first time I recorded with him, I was hired as a surrogate because Owen Bradley, he's sitting right down here, had Floyd Kramer hired working for Bill Anderson. Thank you, Owen. And so Floyd was a little late getting there, and I played, and then Floyd came in. I said, well, play, Floyd, and he played a little bit, and Elvis said, where's that kid? Where's that boy? And I had to go play. Then I was scared to death. I was playing in front of Elvis and Floyd. I was scared to death, but thank you, Owen. So then I ended up working with him forever, you know, a lot of stuff.
That's great. If you remember it, why don't we try it? You want to? Okay.
Good count.
Love letters straight from your heart. Keep us so near while
Our Country Music Hall of Fame celebration continues with Pam Tillis and Junior Brown. And coming right up, Alison Krauss and Union Station with their personal tribute to Bill Monroe.
You know it makes me want to shout.
Shout wipes. Now wipe out stains.
Bluegrass Festival, and I was 12 years old, and I got to jam with Bill and about 150 other people up on this hill at sunset. So it was awesome. And last year, right here in this room on an evening of country greats, Bill Monroe felt all the love everyone had for him when Emmylou Harris honored him with her favorite Bill Monroe song, Walls of Time. Bill Monroe left us a rich legacy of beautiful music, and we'd like to play one of our favorite Bill Monroe songs and have Dan sing it for you. It's called I'm on My Way Back to the Old Home.
Of my childhood, in the evening, everything was still. I used to sit and listen to the Fox Hound with my dad in the Mo Kentucky Hill. I'm on the way back to the old home. The road winds going up the hill, but there is no light in the window that shines on the road where I live. Days are over, I'll have to leave my home. For mother and dad were called to heaven, I'm left in this world all alone. I'm on the way back to the old home. The road winds going up the hill, but there is no light in the window that shines on the road where I live. Kentucky lives a fond spot that's in my memory. I'm on my way back to the old home. That light in the window I long to see. I'm on my way back to the old home. The road winds going up the hill, but there is no light in the window that shines on the road where I live. Shines on the road where I live.
The fourth annual and Evening of Country Greats continues with Vice President Al Gore's tribute to the Hall of Fame. And Terry Clark sings Hank Williams.
Heartburn, upset stomach, diarrhea, indigestion, nausea.
Evening of Country Greats. And now, from Washington, D.C., Vice President Al Gore.
Good evening. I'm Vice President Al Gore. As a Tennessean, I am proud to tell you a little bit about a place in Nashville, Tennessee. This place is the permanent home of the history and legacy of country music. Of course, I'm talking about the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. And it's celebrating 30 years of honoring country music. It started out as a dream. Country music industry leaders like Tex Ritter, Owen Bradley, Francis Preston, Joe Walker Metter, Steve Sholes are just a few of those who banded together to breathe life into the dream and make it a reality. The first three country greats inducted into the Hall of Fame happen to be also some of my favorites. Jimmie Rodgers, the singing brakeman. He influenced so much of the sound and style that put country music on the world map. Fred Rose, the great songwriter who wrote hits for so many artists, including the singing cowboy, Gene Autry. And it's fitting that right now, the museum is home to a major exhibit honoring the other original Hall of Fame inductee, the legendary Hank Williams, who was often called the Hillbilly Shakespeare. Hank Williams put pen to paper with hits like Hey Good Lookin', Cold Cold Heart, You're Cheating Hard, and all of you could name so many more because they go on and on. I hope you can visit the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. It is the heartbeat of America's music and honors the tradition of country greats.
Since her debut in 1995, our next guest has been winning awards in America and Canada. Please welcome Terry Clark.
Hank always said the secret to a good performance could be explained in just one word: sincerity. Those who knew him knew that to be true. He wrote from his heart, and so much of what he wrote was so personal. This is a song he wrote just after his divorce from his wife, Audrey. Your cheating heart will make you weep. You'll cry and cry and try to sleep, but sleep won't come. The whole night through, your cheating heart will tell on you. When tears come down like falling rain, you'll toss around and call my name. You're gonna walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Your cheating heart will pine someday and crave the love you threw away. The time will come when you'll be blue. Your cheating heart will tell on you. When tears come down like falling rain, you'll toss around and call my name. You walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on you.
Our Country Music Hall of Fame celebration continues with Junior Brown and Pam Tillich and their tribute to the Texas troubadour, Ernest Tubb.
You know, I've been thinking about doing a little home improvement.
And Junior Brown.
Thank you. I discovered Ernest Tubb when I was 5 years old on an old round TV screen. And he made a tremendous impact on me, and I've never been the same since. The Texas Troubadour became the consummate honky-tonk artist of his day. I'd like to do a little bit of Waltz Across Texas right now for y'all. And joining me here is Ernest Tubbs, guitar player from the original recording of that song, Mr. Leon Rhodes of the Texas Troubadours. Leon, I need you to help me through this, all right? When we dance together, my world in disguise, it's a fairyland tale that's come true. And when you look at me with those stars in your eyes, I could waltz across Texas with you. Waltz across Texas with you in my arms. Waltz across Texas with you. Like a storybook ending, I'm lost in your charm. And I could waltz across Texas with you. And I could waltz across Texas with you. Leon, I think we're on a roll. Should we try a little bit of Ernest Tubbs' signature song, Walking the Floor Over You? How about it? I'm walking the floor over you. I can't sleep a wink, that is true. I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right in two. Walking the floor over you. Left me and you went away. You said that you'd be back in just a day. You've broken your promise and you left me here alone. I don't know why you did, dear, but I do know that you're gone. I'm walking the floor over you. I can't sleep a wink, that is true. I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right in two. Walking the floor over you. Oh, Leon, now. You too, buddy. Now someday you may be lonesome too. Walking the floor is good for you. Just keep right on walking and it won't hurt you to cry. Remember that I love you and I will the day I die. I'm walking the floor over you. I can't sleep a wink, that is true. I'm hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right in two. Walking the floor over you.
Now, please welcome CMA Award winner, Pam Tillis.
Hey, Jim. Hey, Leon. In 1947, the same year he headlined a two-night show at Carnegie Hall, Ernest hosted his own radio show, The Midnight Jamboree. The broadcast became a post-opry ritual. A frequent guest on Ernest's Midnight Jamboree radio show was a young singer soon to be known as the coal miner's daughter. E.T. loved Loretta's voice and teamed up with her for duets like Our Hearts Are Holding Hands, Mr. and Mrs. Used to Be, and Who's Gonna Take Out the Garbage, and Sweet Thing.
I stepped out of the house about sundown while Mama was washing her hair. And You can bet your bottom dollar she'll come looking for me when she finds that I'm not there. If she catches her sweet thing running around, I know there'll be the devil to pay. She'll come blowing like a cyclone right through that door, and I can hear exactly what she'll say.
Well, is anybody here say sweet thing? I got a notion he'll be headed this way. When the sweet thing's out, Tom catting around, he finds a sandbox like this to play. I want to tell all you ballroom roses, if my sweet thing does happen by. If you take my advice, if you blink more than twice, you better have something in your eye.
I give my baby all my money on payday, except the little she don't know that I got. There's a cute little waitress at the corner cafe. She seemed to like me quite a lot. Well, we was sitting in the back booth having a talk. She was believing every word that I said. When the door blew open, Pam Tillis walked in, yelling loud enough to wake the dead.
Well, is anybody here say sweet thing? I got a notion he'll be heading this way. 'Cause when my sweet thing's out, Tom catting around, he finds a sandbox like this to play. I want to tell all you barroom roses, if my sweet thing does happen by, you better take my advice. If you blink more than twice, you better have something in your eye.
She ain't kidding either.
Better take my advice. If you blink more than twice, you better have something in your
Coming up, Leroy Parnell, Prince Atkins, and Dina Carter's tribute to Willie Nelson. And Dina Carter.
Thank you. I grew up in recording studios, not exactly playing or singing, but just mostly listening and dreaming. The reason was my dad. He played on one record after another. He's been my friend, my mentor, and my inspiration, Fred Carter Jr.
Thanks, Dean. I love you.
I love you too. And this is another member of the Carter family, my brother Jeff, my baby brother. This is very special for me, sitting here with you guys, and we're going to do a song that Dad recorded. Willie Nelson recorded that you wrote.
I'll tell you a very quick story about this song. I wrote it when I was writing out at Pamper Music in, I think, 1963 or 1964. And Willie Nelson was a writer out there also. He said, I want to do that song. He did it 4 years ago, finally. Yeah. Willie's a man of his word. What a guy.
Well, we're happy to be here for all the Hall of Famers, and we're going to play this song for you. It's the title of one of Willie's albums called Born for Trouble. I was born when the moon was full and bright, and I've been howling ever since that night. I was born for trouble. Somebody raised me right. I learned how to run before I could walk. I learned how to cuss before I could talk. I was born for trouble. Somebody raised me right. Thank you, Dad. Everybody said where I come from that I wouldn't live to see 21. I was born for trouble.
a man at the county fair. He couldn't stand the way I combed my hair. I was born for trouble. Somebody raised me right. All right, Jeff, you take it. I've learned something I'll never forget. Women like men that they can't get. I was born for trouble. Somebody raised me right. No telling what I'll do or I'll strive. I gotta keep living until I die. I was born for trouble. Somebody raised me right. I was born for trouble. Somebody raised me right. Thank y'all so much. Congratulations.
Coming right up, country great Buck Owens is honored by Pam Tillis and Trace Atkins as our Country Music Hall of Fame celebration continues.
The most legendary figures of the rock and roll era. In the greatest rock and
An evening of country greats.
I remember being at the Hall of Fame when I was 9 years old, and I couldn't even afford to get in. So growing up in the country music world, it was a dream come true to get to know so many of the members of the Hall of Fame. They set a standard for all of us, and for me personally, people like Loretta Lynn, Merle Haggard, Roy Horton, George Jones, and so many others have become an important part of my life. This year, as we celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Country Music Hall of Fame Museum, I congratulate all the members, especially Buck and Ray, and thank the Country Music Foundation for all they are doing to keep country music the music of America.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Pam Tillis.
Thank you, everybody. One of the newest members of the Hall of Fame is Buck Owens. And now from his kingdom in Bakersfield, congratulations, Buck.
Pam, thank you so much.
Thank you, Buck. This is my first satellite feed. I'm so excited to see you there on the screen.
Well, this is really fun. You know, I mean, these lights and all this, but it's always nice to talk to you and see you and hear you all that wonderful singing you've been doing.
Well, we're here to celebrate everything you've given us. You know, we all know who you are, but I'd like to tell the folks where you came from, okay, Buck?
All right.
Buck's journey to Bakersfield started in Sherman, Texas. He's the son of sharecroppers. His family moved to Mesa, Arizona. But once you got to Bakersfield, the next step was turning country music on its ear with a truly original sound, the Bakersfield sound.
Well, the poor boy's chances for a pretty girl's glances are sometimes very few. Though I've got no money, if you'll be my honey, here's what I'll offer you.
That's some timeless music there, buddy.
Thank you, Pam.
Well, we got something special for you right now, okay? This is a song just for you. Please welcome a singer who combines a gospel music background with some hot honky-tonk style, Trace Atkins.
Hey, Buck.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, sir. How are you?
I figured I had talked a little louder since there's 2,000 miles back there.
Well, I can hear you fine. I can hear you fine. I got a little story to tell. A few months ago, I was in Buck's office at his radio palace there in Bakersfield, and he showed me on the wall there in his office, he had 3 consecutive weeks of Billboard charts that he had put on the walls. And the first week that he showed me, there was a song, let's see, what was that song? But, My Heart Skips a Beat. That song was at #1, and then there was a song called Together Again at #2. And then the next week, Together Again was #1. My Heart Skips a Beat was #2. Yeah. And then the next week, My Heart Skips a Beat was #1, and Together Again was #2. And Buck told me a little story. He said, yeah, I put Together Again on the B-side of My Heart Skips a Beat because I didn't think it was any good. He said, that goes to show you how much I know about country music. Yeah. So, but I'm just glad to see that you're doing well, Buck, and I'm really honored to sing one of my favorite Buck Owens songs tonight, a song called Together Again. Together again, my tears have stopped falling. The long, lonely nights are now at an end. The key to my heart you hold in your hand, and nothing else matters now, 'cause we're together again. Together again, the gray skies are gone. You're back in my arms, right where you belong. The love that I knew is living again, and nothing else matters now, 'cause we're together again. No, nothing else matters now, 'cause we're together again. Thank you, Bud.
Thanks, Trace. What'd you think, Buck? Pretty darn good, huh?
Well, I told him when I first met him, he's going to be a big star.
I say that's a pretty darn good compliment. You know, for a short period of time, we're going to go back to the Buck Owens story, if I may. You landed in Tacoma, Washington, doing local TV, and that was a good thing for country music because something wonderful happened in Tacoma. Buck met Don Rich. Now, you and Don's collaboration and your friendship, which lasted a lifetime, brought us all some great musical memories, and I know you have can I roll one of those memories right now? Let's share it with everybody.
I know that you've been fooling around on me right from the start. So I'll take back my ring and I'll take back my heart. And when you're tired of fooling around with 2 or 3, come on home and fool around with me.
Well, Buck, you done it all. With 4 radio stations. You got those radio stations happening out there in Arizona, don't you?
Yeah.
That was one of my most fun memories was when I got to visit your station there in Phoenix and see the red, white, and blue bathroom. That was pretty cool. 2 newspapers, a TV station. You're a busy guy. And turned Bakersfield into Buckersfield. With all the songwriting and record making, you've created an enduring legacy. Can I do a song for you?
Yes, you can. I just want to show you one of my proudest accomplishments.
Please share that with us. What have you got there? Is that your Hall of Fame?
Yes, that's the Hall of Fame.
That's pretty.
And I'm very proud of that. And thank you, Pam. Sing for me. I love your singing.
This is a song about Buck that Harlan Howard wrote, I think. Because when we got Buck Owens, we got a tiger by the tail.
Fit my dreams and plans. Now the pace we're living takes the wind from my sails, and it looks like I got a tiger by the tail. I got a tiger by the tail, it's plain to see. Well, I won't be much when you get through with me. I'm losing weight and turning mighty pale, and it looks like tiger by the tail. Oh, pick it, Danny. Well, every night you drag me where the bright lights are found. There ain't no way to slow you down. Now I'm about as helpless as a leaf in a gale, and looks like I got a tiger by the tail. I got a tiger by the tail, it's plain to see. Hey, it won't be much when you get through with me. I'm losing weight and turning mighty pale. Looks like I got a tiger by the tail.
Great, Pam. That was great.
Well, thanks for being here with us. I hope it hadn't been too big of an inconvenience to have all that camera crew in your house out there. But,
Well, it's my pleasure, Pam, and thank you so much for inviting me.
well, we love you.
Coming right up as our Country Music Hall of Fame celebration continues, Terry Clark with a song that's loved all over the world. And Terry Clark.
Thank you. How does a college teacher and former governor of Louisiana find his way into the Country Music Hall of Fame? Well, he comes up with national treasures like this song.
Come sit by my side, little darling. Come lay your cool hands on my brow. Promise me that you will never be nobody's darling but mine. Be nobody's darling but mine, dear. Be honest, be faithful and kind. But promise me that you will never be nobody's darling but mine. Be nobody's darling but mine.
The Hall of Fame member I'm talking about is the Honorable Governor Jimmy Davis. Right now, I think it's safe to say that Jimmy is the only person in country music history who's had a #1 hit and was the governor of Louisiana. Jimmy's in his 90s, and he's still out there touring, performing, writing. And right now, he's at home in Monroe, Louisiana, watching us. This is a classic song of his that everyone in the world knows. If the urge possesses you, jump on in, and he'll hear us all the way from Monroe.
Coming right up, Billy Dean. Then Leroy Parnell and Junior Brown get the book in, shotgun style.
3, 6, 9, the goose tells time on the street.
Turn on to fun. Turn on to excitement. Turn on to romance. Turn on to emotion. Turn on to an American original. Turn on to country. Turn on to CMT. If CMT is not available in your area, contact your cable operator. Welcome back to the 4th annual and Evening of Country Greats.
Hi, everybody. I wish I could be there tonight with you all. I know you're having a great evening. But I just wanted to take this chance to say congratulations to the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum on 30 wonderful years. We treasure you. And also congratulations to Ray Price and Buck Owens for being inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. You two are national treasures, and you definitely, most definitely deserve this honor. And I wish I could be there with you tonight. Congratulations.
Now, please welcome back Billy Dean.
Thank you very much. You know, Cliffy Stone was elected to the Hall of Fame in 1989. And Cliffy is a true, I've done it all kind of a guy. He's been a producer and a talent scout for Capitol Records, as well as a successful music publisher. And you also hosted your own radio and TV show, a TV show called Hometown Jamboree, which featured stars like Merle Travis, Molly B., and Tennessee Ernie Ford. Take a look.
The next one to come out and entertain you, we're all proud of him for, in the past 2 years, he's grown from being just a singer to, right now, he occupies a very, very top niche in our singing world, having the #1 hit record all over the nation, along with about 15 other hit records, Tennessee Ernie! Ernie, come on back here. I'm surprised at you.
Throw that thing on me, buddy.
Come running out here with your hat on crooked and all that stuff.
Do you know what one carrot said to the other carrot?
No. What did one carrot say to the other carrot?
Nothing. Carrots can't talk.
Oh, yes. Ernie Ford. As the story goes, Cliffy was driving through California, and he heard a news broadcaster on the radio with a great voice, one Ernest Jennings Ford. He met with Ernest Jennings, and soon, under Cliffy's management, Tennessee Ernie Ford became a national phenomenon and grew into a megastar. Ernie wrote Shotgun Boogie, and Cliffy and Ernie cut a big old record on it. Now please welcome two guys who know how to boogie, a singer-songwriter who plays a soulful guitar, and a man who can make the get still talk. Leroy Parnell and Junior Brown.
straight. I look out the window and over the gate. The big fat rabbits are jumping in the grass when they hear my old shotgun blast. Shotgun boogie, I saw you track. Look out, Mr. Rabbit, when I cock my hammer back. Well, over the ridge got Scaly Bart. That's so big you can see him in the dark. A big fat squirrel to scratch and find I feel that ridge before daylight. Shotgun buggy, all I need is one shot. That bushy tail tonight, you'll be in the park. That's right, Junior. Long and thin. Afterwards she had set a Fox 410. I looked her up and down, said, boy, this is love. So we headed for the brush to shoot a big fat dove. Shotgun boogie, oh, the feathers flew. Look out, Mr. Dove, when she draws a beat on you. That down on the log took her in my lap. She said, wait a minute, bub, you got to see my pap. He's got a 16 gauge, so down like a rifle, and he don't like a man who likes to trifle. Shotgun boogie, draws the beat so fine. Look out, big boy, he's loaded all the time. Junior. Like a gentleman order, said no brush hunter's gonna get my daughter. He cocked back the hammer right on the spot. When the gun went off, I'd run the shot. Shotgun boogie, I wanted wedding bells. I'll be back, little gal, when your pappy runs out of shells. I'll be back, little gal, when your pappy runs out of shells.
Coming up, Allison Krauss and Union Station. Then Billy Dean with a country classic, 16 Tons.
Back to our 4th annual and Evening of Country Greats. Together, Cliffy Stone and Ernie Ford traveled the high road on national television series and both specials also. The boys from Burbank and Bristol were an unstoppable team in 1955. They reached the top with this classic written by fellow Hall of Fame member, Capitol recording artist, Merle Travis. Everybody help me out with a little finger snapping. What do you say? I know this town's got some rhythm in it, so. Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood, skin and bones, a mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, can't you call me? 'Cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Here we go. I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel and I went to the mine. Loaded 16 tons of number 9 coal, and the straw boss said, well, bless my soul, you load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, can't you call me? 'Cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning, it was drizzling rain. Fighting and trouble with my middle name. I was raised in the canebrake, an old mama line. Ain't no high-tone woman make me walk the line. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. If you see me coming, better step aside. 'Cause a lot of men didn't, and a lot of men died. One fist of iron, the other of steel. If the right one don't get you, then the left one will. You're low 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. But you know I owe my soul to the company store.
Cliffy Stone, congratulations, sir. Coming right up, Alison Krauss at Union Station's tribute to the singing brakeman, Jimmie Rodgers.
Crank it up.
The Opryland Hotel, located next to the Grand Ole Opry House in the heart of the Opryland USA Entertainment Complex. You can visit the Country Music Hall of Fame while on your next visit to Music City, USA. For more information, call 1-800-852-6437.
On behalf of our repertory company, Trace Adkins, Junior Brown, Dina Carter, Fred Carter Jr., Billy Dean, Terry Clark, Faith Hill, Alison Krauss and Union Station, Leroy Parnell, Leon Rose, Tanya Tucker, Clint Black, and Marty Stewart. We'd like to thank you, and we'd like to thank all of the Hall of Fame members for what they've given to country music and for letting us honor them tonight.
Also, our special thanks to Vice President Al Gore for his tribute to the Hall of Fame and Museum, and we'd like to thank you for watching. We look forward to seeing you all next year for our very special celebration on our 5th annual and evening of Country Greats.
Yeah. This year marks the anniversary of Jimmie Rodgers' 100th birthday. Yeah, and Alison Krauss and Union Station have something special planned for us. Alison?
I just received your letter. You're down and out, you say. At first I thought I would tell you to travel on the other way, but in my memory lingers all you once were to me. But I'm gonna give you one more chance to prove what you can be.
It's tough here. I have to come in and dust off my own plaque here.